Hey, folks. Um, yeah. Hi. Welcome. I'm doing a really weird 2 o'clock afternoon stream on a Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? Yes. Okay. Well, used to know my days. So joining me is Lily. And I don't know what happened to all these other people that are like, yeah, I'll join. Mm. And we have the one and only Carthor in the chat. Hey, Carthor. How's it going? So let's talk about this, what I'm working on today. So I'm going to share my screen. Please hold while I do that. Screen two. So this is a really broken version of my website because it's the anyway, I move things into a folder called sold once I sell them. So this is being pulled out of there. But I had this MacBook Pro A1286. It's a MacBook Pro 6,2. It's a 2010 15-inch logic board with fans and screws. I sold it for my asking price of $70. I was quite happy with that. And then it was told that it doesn't work. The issue is that I threw away the base that I can connect this to. So I'm like, well, poopity poop, what do I do? So I got it back yesterday. I was talking to some people last night and they're like, oh, just use the power on pads. Fine. However, the issue with it is that the power on pads are different for every computer, for every logic board of Apple. Oh, this is great. So I went Googling last night and I found this video. And it's only a minute 31. It's from RDKL Inc. And they talk about poweronpads.com. Please hold. Hey, Mark.
Hi.
Hi. So
Actually,
I was watching the video and the guy's like talking about like the pads are all in different places on different boards, and I'm like, well, that's great. But I didn't read the title of this. And so if you go to poweronpads.com, it takes you to this website, which is great. So what you do is you select your screen size. So this one's 15-inch. It's a MacBook Pro, and it's from 2010. And ta-da! There's the motherboard, like magic. And they're saying it's those two little dots. Yeah, by the black chip thing. So I'm gonna actually open this up in a new tab. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And that's as big as it gets. Okay. Let's control plus this. So it's those two little dots. Out of all the little dots, those two little dots are supposed to be the one. So that's what we're going to try to do. And I actually still have the screen for it. So I got that connected. I also connected I had to go to iFixit because I couldn't remember how to plug the fans in. So we got the fans plugged in. And the heatsink is still on it, as you saw in the photo. So, hey, Starbuck Tech, you just woke up. That's annoying of them. Yeah, with the power on pads. Yeah, it'd be nice if they put them all in the same spot. But they don't want to. So, yay. So let's move you over to the bench cam. So basically my thing is, according to the guy, he says the fan's just been on high, it beeps with any stick of memory in it, and it doesn't do anything. So, but it worked when I took it out of the computer. That's all I can say, because I think I had a photo of it working. Hold on, now that's gonna bug me. Let me see. No, that's the wrong folder. It's the right folder. It was back in January 14th. Nope. It's all hard drives. 15th. Nope. Please hold while I go through my folders and try to figure out which one has the Haha. Yeah. Here it is. Let me share the photo. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Who the heck's calling me? Don't they know I'm streaming? Please hold. Oh no, my phone's stuck in my pocket.
Be right back.
Hello?
Mark, you're right there.
Yep, I'm just rummaging.
Sounds like a lot of tinfoil.
That's a lot of cables, actually.
Oh, that's where he is. It was camouflaged. But anyway, I couldn't see where you were. Just
I was looking for that,
looked
which
like
was on the
part of
desk all the
furniture.
time, of course.
So hard. Any plan for the that's apparently not.
Sorry about that. You're still playing that song. So let me show you.
Like what's it
that's
called?
not it.
Dancing Flea or something?
Why is
That
my
meme
photo not
song.
coming up? Oh, there we go. So here's the photo. It looks really crappy in StreamYard. Anyway, it's not that bad. But yeah, there's the information on it. So it was working. So there's the photo of it working. So yeah. But the guy says it doesn't work. So we're gonna find out, does it work? And do I have to give him a refund? Or not?
Or has he inadvertently let the magic blue smoke out of it?
He might have let the blue smoke. It's not that old. Jeez Louise.
MacBook Pros have magic blue smoke just like everything else.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being
Take it from
facetious.
somebody who knows.
Yeah.
I may or may not have let the magic blue smoke out of one at some point.
Yeah, somebody called me and wanted to buy things. He's going to be here apparently at 9 tonight. So, Starbuck Tech link has been sent. So if you don't join, it's your own fault. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like it, talk to my head of HR. All right, so let's switch cameras to my bench cam. So there's, by the way, that screen is the actual screen that was with the motherboard. This was a computer I got from the Junk Independence Day, and it was missing the bottom, but I was surprised as shit that it actually turned on. So I've been trying to part the thing out. So I do have, so right now it's leaning up against a bunch of, actually it's leaning up against a bunch of IDE optical drives.
They've gone a long way since last time.
Yeah. Well, actually, I took photos. I had to put them on the bench. So I just was like, I need to keep them here. So I have it connected with the cable to the logic board or motherboard or whatever you want to call the damn thing.
The computer.
Yeah, there we go. I do have a power supply, which I'm going to connect to it. And then I also brought over my microscope. Ta-da! You can't really see. I brought over my microscope because those
Nice.
two little pins are, well, they're little. They're
Itty bitty.
little on the board. So I also brought over my iFixit. Ta-da! iFixit. Needle nose pliers so I can push on them. But yeah. So let's plug it in and see what the light does. See what the light does, and then we'll kind of go from there. This is the most jank setup I've ever done, by the way. Big Bad Biologist isn't in the stream or in the chat, is he?
Not that I see.
Nope, I don't see either. I just look back. Okay, so this is where it gets fun. Because this screen wants to keep falling down. That's why the floppies are in front of it, and it's falling again. Stop falling. It wants to fall. Why am I not getting any light? Okay. I'm not getting any light though. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Everything's plugged in.
Yeah, I got her plugged in on the
Arthur
back.
said the same thing. Is it plugged in?
We got it plugged in on the back, and I can guarantee you that it's working because see the light? The bright light? Yeah, that's also plugged into the power bar. So I can guarantee the power bar is plugged in. I wonder if it's... Whoops. No, don't fall. I don't know. Huh.
Did something get fried?
That's a possibility. Okay, so let's bring over my gut bomb inspired microscope.
Let's take a look-see.
That's about as good as it gets. Okay.
Isn't there a way to hook
cameras.
that camera right up into the Streamlabs?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Darn.
Don't really use it that much. I'm trying to find where the box is. Okay, I need to move this. You guys are going to look at, I don't know, a wall.
The sky.
Ooh, we're gonna look at all the good old power cable
Cables?
thingies there. Oh, the mustard and ketchup ones.
I can't see. That's the problem. I don't like this angle on the... I'm like standing too high. It's at a weird... It's better when I'm like kind of bent down. Okay, that's that. There we go. I found them. Yay. They are right there.
Here.
It's two little thingamajiggers.
Yeah.
Thingamaboobers.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know why it's not lighting up though. That's weird. Okay, so
And that is a known good power supply.
it is.
All right.
But I can go grab another one. I might grab another one. Okay.
Just
You
thought.
yeah, I might do that. I was working with my MacBook Pro before the MacBook Pro decided to stop seeing hard drives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was not fun. Is it plugged in? Yes, Carter. It is
Plug it in, plug it in.
Yeah, and the lights are working, which means the power bar is on.
It means something's working anyway.
Yeah. Grab another. All right, so talks amongst yourselves.
And what that means is Lily's
Talk
gonna start
about
playing some
how
sort of
amazing
music.
Lily. Okay, so here's what you got to talk about.
I mean,
Talk about how
we've
amazing
got
Lily's
you
hair is.
now. I didn't intend on you know,
Entertaining.
overburdening this.
No, you guys just tell her how amazing her hair is.
Look, it's cat time.
Kitty.
You guys are being judged.
Kitty. Meow.
Yep, right in the way as usual. So I can only. Well, good. Now she's just blocking my square, so that's good. I don't need to see myself. Were you about to work on a Mac Mini there, Mark? I saw you picking one up and moving it around. Yep. All right.
It's here.
Yeah, your name was blocking it on the desk. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, now one of the outcomes of today.
You've got fired.
Well, true. I am actually reinstalling the operating system.
Which one?
Ooh, that sounds
What
like fun.
OS he putting on there?
Debian.
Ah, yes.
All right, so I am back with a bin of power cables that are horribly
Tangled.
mushed up. Yeah.
Yeah, that always happens. I don't know how. I don't know if they're like
Right?
like a snake and wrap around each other where they're mating or something, but it happens no matter what you do. No matter
It's
how
all down
organized you put the cable in a thing of other cables, they all get tangled somehow.
It's all down to Coriolis force. You know, the rotation of the Earth. As the Earth goes round, they just wrap themselves round each other in the box.
I guess.
Okay, so
Best
I
theory I've
think
come
I
up with.
found another power supply. I don't know if this is for if it's just the different. Okay, so try this very carefully of unplugging it and then unplugging it from the connector modoodle. Okay. Yep, that's the right one. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put just this one on the floor so I know I'm not getting it
You're back.
combined. So I have this really, well-loved one. Oh, let me make myself big again.
Well used one.
Yeah. Well-loved one. We'll call it that. All right, so...
In British slang, we'd call that pre-enjoyed.
Yes, there you go. Exactly that. You may be getting some pre-enjoyed.
She's working on. It's pre-enjoyed.
You might be getting some, by the sounds of it, some pre-enjoyed chocolate. Mark?
What?
You might be getting some pre-enjoyed chocolate.
Oh, right, yes.
Okay, so the light doesn't come on that one. Poopity poop.
You should see a doctor about that.
What, that the light doesn't come on?
You know, the pre-enjoyed chocolate.
Oh. Okay, where is it?
I guess sharing is caring.
All right, so we are still looking at the two dots. Ta-da! Now comes the fun bit of trying to get this as wide, the pointers, ta-da, you can't see them, these things as wide as that is. And it looks a lot further apart than what it is on the board. I'm making contact. I can't, where did that damn things go?
Right there.
I don't know.
Can I give you a tip?
Yeah.
Put Captain tape across the pins on that IC. Because if you slip, you'll short the pins on the chip.
Well, a little Bella.
This one here, you mean?
Yeah,
this,
just put a strip
sorry,
of Captain tape. Yeah,
this one right here.
The one next to it that's below the
oh,
chip
the big square thing you're talking about? Yeah, that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
It's just in case you slip with a pair of tweezers and you don't want to short the pins out on it.
Now I gotta find the Kapton tape. Because you
It's on
think
your
like,
desk somewhere.
no, it's actually under my desk in my soldering bin.
What? You
Whoa,
have a
shit.
you have a soldering bin? You have organization?
I do. It's crazy, but yes, I do.
What the-
Only a recent.
what?
This is only a recent
Mhm.
phenomenon since we bullied her into doing it.
No. I've had it for a while now.
Kitty number 2 comes to visit.
But I don't know where the Kapton tape's not in here. Huh. I legitimately don't know where it is.
Well, darn.
It's
And
not in here.
plop right on my keyboard. Typical Bella.
Hold on, let me dig out some stuff. Maybe it's just buried.
Oh,
that's
yes, that
heavy.
was right. It's on her desk somewhere.
No. Because I cleaned up the other day and I was like, okay, all the soldering stuff's going away.
That was your first mistake.
Well, I know. It's not in
According to
here though.
According to everybody else that we watch that does the soldering, that has typically a cluttered desk area because they don't.
Yeah, but I don't do it enough. That's why I put everything away. But I don't know where I put my Kapton tape. Where? Although I do remember I bought more solder stuff, so I need that to go in there. But yeah, it's not in the bin. Huh.
Well,
And it's not on my desk.
exactly, Carthor. That's what I'm saying. When you're like Steve or Bruce or somebody that does it as often as they do it, if they clean their desk area up and organize, they can't find anything.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
a unique phenomenon.
No,
I don't
that's what I'm
do
saying.
it enough to keep it on my desk, so that's why I have
Yep.
it in a bin.
I would never be able to do that kind of stuff because of the sheer amount of fluff balls I have. I wouldn't trust having that stuff out.
Mine are fine, but then
Yeah, but you only have
one's
2.
sleeping. One's sleeping on one's. Oh, here it is. It's behind me. I
Told you it was
It's
there.
behind you.
I said it was right there. You
Perfect.
wouldn't listen.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay,
But
that
I'm
doesn't
wondering why
work.
I'm not getting power on the light. Like if you look here, kind of there. There's no light on the connector.
On the little bricky thingy, yeah.
Yeah.
Illumination.
Because it's not producing a connection. That's why.
Yeah, but I still should get a light on it though. It should still turn green. I've seen them turn green on laptops that are off.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just thinking that maybe it's not seeing the connection itself somehow. So that's why it's not producing a light.
It may
Maybe.
also just be grumpy because it's been powered off for ages.
Well, not ages. Apparently, the guy tried it like this week, and
Okay.
just gone by. Oh, for fuck's sakes! That didn't work.
Fantoy.
Okay. Let's try this again. I'm trying to cut it with a X-Acto knife. I don't have scissors. Do I have scissors? I do have scissors. Haha!
There we
I cleaned up. I can't find anything. This is my problem. All right. So you're saying put Kapton tape on really, 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 really small little. I got like so much Kapton tape on the go. It's not even funny. But like here, I just gotta make sure I'm not getting it over the pads.
I was going to say,
So
don't
like
stick
that.
it over the pads you're trying to make contact with.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, wait, am I putting? Nope. It is not over the pads. You can still see them.
Yep, that's great.
Yep.
That'll do. It just saves you poking anything inadvertently.
But look at how much Kapton tape I use. Like, it is well covered.
Yeah.
I guess better safe than sorry. We'll use that as an excuse.
Yeah, we'll use that as an excuse. I'm gonna go with that.
Produce
Now
more. Simple.
comes the fun part. Where is those 2 little pads? I still can't see them. All right. I'm gonna get rid of the microscope.
The
'cause
corner of that I see.
the microscope is kind of. You got to be like right in front of that screen to see anything properly. So I'm gonna do it the old school way and put on my magnifying glasses. Ta-da! These things. Which one of these days I got to remember to charge.
Well,
I do have a light.
one of these
Oh, that's
days you're
better,
gonna be using
actually.
those permanently.
Oh, shut up. You're older than I am.
Not by much.
I am getting no response.
Did you know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noise?
Yeah, nothing's turning on now.
Gosh darn it, cat.
I wonder if I could use probes from like a multimeter. Do you think that would work, Mark?
Yeah, how would you? Oh, I suppose you can plug them if they've got banana plugs. You can plug them together at the end. I don't know.
No, I just gonna like use the two plugs and like not turn the multimeter on, but just like use the metal because he said just connect it with two pieces of metal because that doesn't seem to be doing. Oh, I could try this. Ha ha ha! I got an idea.
It gets me an idea.
I have a hospital fetish. You guys can't see it all what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I have a hospital fetish, so I have hemostats. No,
I
I'm
have like
joking.
4 pairs of those, and it's got nothing to do with having a hospital fetish. It's just got to do with
I
the fact
know.
that they're incredibly useful,
Oh, they really are.
and you can buy them from China for like £2 a pair.
Yeah, that's not doing anything.
Nope.
I'm not jumping. Nope. I still think it's. So what I'm gonna do?
The fan's been Rossman's out.
I'm not getting anything, so I'm gonna try taking. Whoops. Okay, please, screen, don't fall down. It only took me like half an hour to get the screen connected. Now I gotta disconnect it because I gotta flip it over. Well, please don't fall. Okay. Wait. Woo. Okay. Yeah, the power connector's in. I'm just double checking it on the other side. I'm looking at where it's connected here, but it seems to be solely in there. Okay, it's out. Ta-da. So this is easier to do while I'm holding it, so you're not going to see much. It's apart. It is now back together. Ta-da! All right, so I'm not going to connect the power supply at this point, or the monitor. So yeah, the light's not coming on. And this is, let me double check the power supply. It is a, what are you? You're an 85 watt, so it definitely should be enough for the 15-inch. But yeah, she just won't turn on. Oh, hey! Look.
Dodgy.
It's green.
Yeah.
Oh, and the fans are spinning.
Yeah, they do that sometimes when you plug them in. But they've been switched off with no power for a while and no battery. They're just like, whoa, you plugged me in. Let's start
Right,
up. It's a factory
now the
thing,
fans are going a mile a minute.
Yeah. It's probably confused.
Okay, but can we get anything on the monitor? All right, so we're going to unplug this.
Mind your thumb when you do that, Trina, because you'll put your thumb across the 20 volts on the power supply. And it might tickle a little bit.
Oh, I unplugged it. So
yeah, but you put your thumb on the MagSafe connector and then pulled the connector off it. And those pins on the bottom go straight into the power supply.
All right, well, we should hopefully, now comes the fun part, because the cable on this monitor is
It's-
stupidly short.
Approximately 2 inches long.
Yeah,
2 inches ain't
It's-
ain't big enough for anybody.
right? Do we have Lily rolling her eyes yet? No? No comment?
I thought I didn't have to react when the sounds speak for themselves.
All right,
Fair.
so I'm trying to
Aren't
get
they
this.
working anymore?
Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Stay up there.
He's having a moment.
This took me forever to do before the stream, and I was like, yay, everything's all done. But I didn't try powering it on. Okay, we got this. We got the screen plugged in. Yay. Okay, stay. Stay. No.
Stay.
Listening as well as my cats. Okay.
And at that moment, a cattail goes like this around Jason's screen.
Yeah, that's because she was trying to steal the little microphone cover thing here. She likes to rip it off the microphone. Pain in my butt.
Okay, now I'm not getting anything.
There she goes again. No.
And now she's killing your headsets.
Yeah, it's got.
wire.
It's the. She's going after the mute button.
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna mute you because I want your attention. I don't want you talking to anybody else.
Yep. This is
She's
my
a cat.
shadow. Her name is Bella. She pretty much goes wherever I go in the house.
Mhm.
Any thoughts, by the way? Why is this not working?
Could it be the
not-
connector itself is bad?
No,
Not
we
the-
had it working.
Doesn't mean it didn't
Oh,
go
there we
bad.
go.
There it goes.
There we
Okay.
go. We got the
Those-
light on.
Oh, I see fans.
We got fans going. Let's take a look at the monitor.
Loose connection maybe somewhere? Or since you had to like wiggle it?
It's probably the MagSafe receiver on the
Hey, it
motherboard,
works.
on the logic board. They're very good at going bad.
It works. So
Well,
what is this guy complaining about?
well, I mean, look how long it took you to get to work.
Did you sell him the board with that MagSafe connector attached to it?
I did.
It's possible it's got bad MagSafe connector then.
Yep.
And he
But it
couldn't get it to
works.
work because his
Right,
MagSafe
but you had
wasn't
to-
seating on it.
Now try. Stop eating my headset, cat.
I'm just waiting for it to come up with the. There we go.
The
No,
I'm
no.
confused logo.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
I'm thinking is that since you had to, wiggle that connector, maybe the connection, it's not the power brick connector, but the actual
Mm.
MagSafe connector to the board might be a little loose somewhere or need to be replaced.
Either way, the guy said it wouldn't recognize any memory. Really,
Well,
we wouldn't get to this point if it didn't recognize any memory. So I'm going to send our thing back to eBay and go. He can go kiss sand because it works.
fine.
And with
okay,
all
now
due
just
respect,
connect
no
everything, reconnect it, and try
documentation.
again. Make sure it still works. I'm just curious. If you touched it and wiggled it and all that good stuff, does it still?
I don't know if I'm getting it in the holes. That's the problem.
That's what she said.
There we go. That won't turn on. Oh, it turns on. Ta-da! We have life.
So is that memory that's in it memory you put in it?
Yeah. And he said it
So-
wouldn't work with the memory I included.
Oh,
And that's
We
the
wouldn't
same
get to
memory
this
that you
point if
sent
it
to him.
was. We wouldn't get to this point if it was not recognizing the memory.
we could do a mem test. It's just a thought.
I mean, yeah.
As long as the fans are blowing through the heat sinks, so it'll be okay. It'll keep it cool. So.
And they're really spinny, like they're super
Oh yeah,
running.
the early 2010s MacBook Pros had
got
aggressive fans.
Yeah, you'd have to install some sort of fan controller once you obviously got inside the OS. And hey, don't you steal that? Yeah, see, Mark caught you.
All right, so I have two USB ports. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do for
I
now
love this cat.
is unplug it just for now, although USB safe, but I don't want to go touching a motherboard with like power or logic board or whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
with power going through it. Call me crazy.
Crazy.
You know. Okay, thank you. I knew I could rely on you.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
You can always
Okay,
rely on
so-
us to call you funny names, Trina.
I know. Thanks. All right, so let's put the. This is so jank right now.
It's fine.
I don't know if
BBB
you can
has
see
been
what I'm doing.
summoned.
This is so like.
I have done this kind of jank before.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop falling. Yes, stupid.
It's
Yes,
definitely-
I'm a cable. I'm tangled everywhere.
Okay, there we go. Keyboard's plugged in. We got a keyboard. We got a Ultimate Boot CD. Flash drive plugged in.
She said Ultimate
Um,
Boot CD.
Yeah, that's what it's
It's
called.
the name of the seed, the image.
The test.
Yeah, but it's
That's a
a
smart one.
USB.
Fun
Well,
fact,
yeah.
by the way, the current version of the Ultimate Boot CD doesn't fit on a CD anymore.
Well, hello, Bob. How you doing? You gonna come visit now too?
Okay, so we got fan spin again. Yay, I don't have to use that stupid little two connectors. Woo! And eventually, maybe?
Now this is Bob, the tailless wonder. See, no tail.
All right, I am pressing and holding the Option key.
Hoping
Well,
for
this-
boot thingies. Hoping for boot thingies.
It does not see the boot thing.
Uh-oh.
That's
It'll
okay.
probably just boot from it anyway because it hasn't got a hard drive.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah. Stay.
You need something heavier than 2 floppy drives.
You need a cat.
Unfortunately, everything heavier takes up more screen space. That's why I'm stuck with. How do I? I just want to press the power button.
Just can snickerate it.
But he said it was beeping. So. And look at that! I didn't have to wiggle it at all. It just came on.
Could
And now
just be oxidation on the plug. They do that sometimes as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if it'll boot from Ultimate Boot CD. Do. Get some water.
You
While I
mean
wait.
water?
Da-da-da-da.
Is it going to work, folks? Wait and see.
But yeah, I took a photo of it working, so I need to reply back. It works. With a photo, then I can fight.
But it doesn't work. It powers on, yes.
Yeah,
But-
because
But it's
we're getting exactly what we should be seeing on the screen.
It works
Um,
as much as a bare logic board ever would.
Yeah.
For a MacBook Pro.
I don't think it likes that Ultimate Boot CD.
I would say no.
No. I would also say no, but that's okay. We just won't do a mem test. At least I know it boots
Aw.
with the memory. Sorry.
Carther's going to be sad now.
I know. Sorry, Carthor. I was like, I only
repping-
have
I'm
one. I only
repping-
have. I only
I'm-
have like one person watching. So hi, Carthor. It's like a Carthor only stream.
Well, I'm actually got the stream open too. I'm just not talking in chat.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'm like, I got 3 people watching, so there's Carthor.
I'm the
and
only.
somebody
Well, when I'm
else.
looking at the page, unless let me see if I refresh it, but right now it looks like I'm the only like. Not the two of
Carthor,
us.
get on with the liking.
There's 2 likes, and there's 4 people
Okay.
watching when I refresh. Now down to 3 again. Huh.
Oh, it says 4 here in StreamYard. So
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
yeah. All right, I'm giving up on this. It just doesn't want to seem to do anything.
Yep. So it doesn't work. Gotcha.
No, that's fine.
Now, when
Okay,
you sold this
so
board, how did you sell it? As is type thing, or as parts?
no, I
or-
sold it as working because it does work. There's my Kapton tape. It's going in the bin.
It
Is
boots.
there
I
anything
saw
else?
it boot, but does it work?
Yeah,
Hey, Rudy.
that's as close as I
It's
got to it
Rudy.
because yeah, it's been yeah.
I think I have to capitulate.
No.
Sorry, what
I
was that again?
I don't even know when I got up this morning, so
We'll go to bed then.
Yeah, she's falling asleep over there.
I see that. You're not. I'm the one who's supposed to fall asleep on my streams, not you. And hi,
Well,
Rudy.
that would be very skillful if you can fall asleep on your own stream.
I know, right? Hi, Rudy. All right.
Look, we're all the same size.
We are. And look, I'm even going to come back on
Can't
camera.
say as we have company, but just wanted to come by and say hi. Well, you kick your company out and get in here.
Actually, I was going to say I'm going to end the stream anyway. So yeah,
Aw,
because that's all I had to test.
we don't have MIM test stuff you can do somewhere back there.
No, I really don't have anything to mem test.
Wasn't that bag in the Gildan box? Is that like packing peanuts?
That's packing peanuts.
Cat toys. No, 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 cat toys.
Oh, my cat's
That's
making
Emily's
into it.
birthday present.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, my cats would not. Yeah, especially youngsters. The two youngsters. Greg loves us packing peanuts. We got a big box. Dave ordered something from either Goodwill or Goodwill Regrets or eBay Regrets, one of the two. And it was like all packing peanuts, and he opened that box up, and 5 seconds later, the 1-year-old cat was poof. He didn't even get to remove his stuff out of there. He had to fight the cat to get his stuff out.
So if anybody needs a 52X CD-ROM, IDE, beige front, right here.
Look at that. Look at that right there. No dry base.
Actually,
I have a
shipping.
Blu-ray player that's in my
Yeah,
server that's
shipping would be a
connected.
bugger to you. And then on top of that, so I sent off a parcel to the UK recently.
Oh, excuse me.
And the tracking number, I get a tracking number with it, which doesn't track. So I end up calling Canada Post. And Canada Post says, oh, your number starts with a U. That's not trackable. I'm like, then why did you call it a tracking number? To which the guy went, yeah, it's just not trackable.
advertising.
It's trackable somewhere, just not for you. Because
Yeah,
obviously know
apparently.
it's obvious in their system.
Well, yeah, but it'd be nice if I could track it
Sure.
for the person who bought the items. No.
You hate this, don't you, Bob? Oh, you want to bite? You want to get biting? Come on, let's get biting.
All right, so I'm going to call it a stream so Lily can go to bed. Honestly, I have nothing else to work on. I just wanted to see if we get that board working, and
All
it
that stuff
works.
behind you have nothing to work on.
No, legitimately no. The printer that's behind me, I'm waiting for AliExpress to give me my money back because I never got the things, and I got to submit a ticket with them to get my money back on it, and everything else is pretty much tested. So yeah, it works. You missed out on that Saturday 3-hour stream I did, where I actually tested a bunch of stuff, including a really scary motherboard that worked. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining. This has been kind of a quick and dirty one. We got the board working, so that was easy. All right, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, do all the usual stuff. Go to trinastech.com. You can find all my online social presence, including my coffee account. If you can afford it, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could buy me a coffee. And on that note, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Lily, Starbuck, Mark, and the person who I did the stream for, Cartha. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.